1946 Lincoln V12 Coupe. Great post-war looking car. L-head V12 underneath the hood. That is paired up with a manual transmission. We're going to fire this up at the end of this video so you can hear it run. Check out that engine bay. But first, let's take a peek at this chrome. And look at this grille, headlight surrounds, all that bright work. Things that made this era car just so cool looking back then and still so nostalgic today. If you want to check out this still picture, so you can see this thing from top to bottom, under the hood, trunk, interior, uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. Of course, you can call us 507-386-1726. Writing on the wide whites. Lincoln wheel covers, beauty rings. This is a 6-volt system, FYI. Paint was recently buffed on this. Has a nice shine to it. Bit of reflection. It's black. You're going to see imperfections in it, and there's a few spots here and there. Over here, as you can see, where there's some touch-up. Maybe a chip that's touched up here or there. And I'll show you a spot on the back where there are some imperfections, but you can see it has a nice shine to it. Push button doors on this one. Now, I believe early 46s had those, maybe some left over, but you'll see late 46s with handles. Era correct interior, what you'd expect to see. Obviously this car has been restored. Now we have had it running, driving in our parking lot, frontage road, but before you're going to get in this car, take it on a very long trip, a few things you'd want to go over with it. Little TLC. Brakes are weak in it. We're reflecting it in the price, selling it as is. You know, also remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Here's kind of that one area where, yeah, there's some imperfections in the paint right there. A couple little dingers down there, but it's a fun one. Kind of gone through. Show a little attention and then get out and drive it. As far as the VIN on this one, it'd be stamped in the cross member on the driver's side engine bay. There's also a body plate on the cowl. You'll be able to see that in the still pictures. This one even has power windows. Take a look up and down the driver's side and we'll get in. I'm going to show you a couple switches, how to start it. We'll fire it up, kind of go from there. Little paint spot missing there, but again, you can see, look at the reflection coming off that all over the front door. So paint does have a nice shine to it. Just not perfect all the way around. All right, check out those. Not cool. Power window switches. So I have a folder in here, but let me show you the rest of the seats. So a note. I wanted to remind myself and showing you a toggle switch here and what was on and what's off. You can see not really much for rips, tears, wear, kind of what you'd expect the inside of a 46 Lincoln to look like. Okay, now let me show you something. We have a toggle switch right down here. We're going to pull that back towards us. Then we have this. We're going to pull out ignition. And over here, there is a push button. What you do is push that. She'll start up. See how easy that starts? All right, take a little closer look at the dash. You want to see the bright work in here. We'll come back over here and note it does appear that the oil gauge is working right here. Oil pressure gauge, I should say. There has been an aftermarket temp gauge added underneath there. Of course, manual transmission. Make sure we're neutral. Tech that drove it did note there's a little bit of clutch chatter with it. So again, a little bit of TLC, or you don't want to take it down the road too far. But we're representing it that way, pricing it that way. I was going to show you the window. Sorry about that. So let's check out this power window. Power window switch, of course, here. How cool is that? Power windows on a 46 Lincoln. Slip to the back so you can hear it run. This would be definitely a head turner. Get this one ironed out. Put a little shine to her. Just a classic, great looking body style. All right, I'm going to pause this a second. That hood's going to take 2 hands for me to get open. So give me a second and I'll be back. We'll check out that engine bay. There you go. Get a good look at that V12. Does have new plugs in it, FYI. 6-volt system, big newer battery. Give you an idea how that sounds. Take a look at it running. Like I said, we have had this running and driving out in the frontage road, parking lot, out and about around our building. (1946) Lincoln V12 Coupe. Give us a call, 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description. It's going to take you right there. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can